The obesity epidemic is transformative for health in the United States. It's probably now the #1 health problem. 42% of adults and 19% of children and adolescents have obesity.
Chelsea Solis, I'm an art major. I'm in my 4th year, so I'm a senior here at Stanson. I would have to say we've all been there. I've had my insecurity issues and my confidence issues, and you have to just start somewhere. You just have to push yourself, because at least starting is the process. Starting somewhere, making healthier choices mentally, nutritionally, physically. At least you're taking a small step forward instead of staying stagnant in like the same place. Like, we've all been there though.
By this point, everyone knows there's an obesity epidemic. And while we can argue all day about fat versus low fat, pretty much everyone agrees that sugar is bad for you.
BMI is one of the most commonly used measurements to determine if you're obese, but the newest research says that BMI may not be reliable.
The biggest problem with getting useful data has to do with doing the math honestly.
My name is Paris Conboy. I am a super senior. My major is business and kinesiology, double major. My role here is a personal trainer, but I also do group training. I, from time to time, will monitor too. So just kind of all around figure here at the rec center.
What do you believe are some of the biggest barriers or obstacles that people face when trying to maintain proper nutrition and exercise?
I think the biggest obstacle is really as simple as instant gratification. People want to have the feel-good, dopamine, all that right away. And a lot of the healthy foods aren't necessarily the most exciting foods. And so people I feel like a lot of people are just like really stuck in the moment instead of like thinking like in advance, like in the future. So instead of eating like a well-rounded meal, they go for the fast food because it's quick, it's easy, and it tastes good, obviously. And that's what makes it hard, is that we're not patient enough. I think when we focus on patience and just like appreciate the process and just like eat with a purpose and do things with a purpose, then we'll start having better results.
According to medical experts, to have obesity means you have a body mass index of over 30. For example, an adult who is 5'9" and weighs more than 203 pounds. 9% of the U.S. population has severe obesity, a BMI over 40. That's a 5'9" person who weighs more than 271 pounds.
It's not clear to me why people aren't more concerned about this problem. It's become a social norm.
What are your personal experiences that help shape your interest in your kinesiology field?
So the things that shape my interest with kinesiology, my personal feelings of like knowing from, because I've seen a quote that said something about like movement is medicine, and that's what kinesiology is the science of movement. And I just feel it from experience of myself. It's like if I'm in the bed all day, then I'm just gonna feel kind of like down and like lazy and sluggish, versus if I force myself to get up, force myself to do some cardio or weight training or whatnot, then it kind of builds me with like a different kind of electricity to like get my homework done or do some chores or things like that. So I think that I would say that kind of like shaped my path on kinesiology, because I want to expand that more to the world. I don't think a lot of people are exposed to as much, people that move and like stay active. And so that's one thing we tell our clients is like, we ask them if they have any accountability partners or like any support networks or whatnot. Because little things like that will help you. Because like if you're the person that reminds everybody else to like stay active, that kind of makes you stay accountable, because then you look kind of bad if you're telling everybody else to do, you know, go for your run or go for your walk if you're not doing it. So yeah, I would say that just kind of spreading that awareness and just spreading the true medicine, which is movement.